Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Andy's Crap. I'm going to my local library. They're having their winter sale. I think it's winter. Yeah, it's winter. It's definitely winter. It's freezing cold out. And as you can see, there is a ton of people at this event. And really, there aren't that many CDs or records. Actually, usually there's tables full of them. But I found this cart over here, and it was picked over. But in that cart, nobody had gone through it yet, apparently. Because, look at this. Yeah, that Elvis right there, sealed. That ET, pretty much brand new. All right. It's getting harder to find good stuff. It's just flat out tough. And I have a theory on why that might be, and I'm going to draw some pictures here. So what I think happened is so here's the people that can donate stuff, right? So this is the donations here, and this is time over here. And what we saw is during normal time, it would be linear like that. But what I think happened was that during the pandemic, we saw an increase. Let's call it an increase. There was an increase of people that donated stuff, and so now, after the pandemic, there's not many people to donate stuff, and so we're way down here now. So I'm used to be able to walk up to I don't know, go to 10 garage sales, and half of them would have records or CDs, something of the like, and now it's 1 out of every 10. I think the pandemic accelerated people cleaning out their closets, their junk drawers, well, of course, you wouldn't have records and CDs in your junk drawer. Hopefully not, because they'd be in awful condition. But anyways, you get the point. The basements got cleaned out. The attics got cleaned out, got donated, because during the pandemic, I was picking up tons and tons of music. And now it's I have to scavenge to find the good stuff. But let's see what I got regardless. And I'm going to put my handy little doohickey up here. All right, so this one is amazingly cool. It's called the Phenomenauts, and I had not heard of them before, and they're really, really good. They're kind of like the Stray Cats or BR549. Maybe a little mix of Modest Mouse in there, but it's psychobilly rock. It's pretty cool stuff. I got a bunch of these Millennium collections. So this one is Cinderella, White Snake, Bachman Turner Overdrive, and then Aerosmith. The reason I get those is they help me thin out my collection. So in the case that I have I'm not a real big BTO person, right? And having this basically I can go and get rid of the BTOs that I don't like. I'm only saving for 1 or 2 albums. Poco, or is it Paco? I don't know how to pronounce that, but Poco, this is another best of. This one is Orange 9mm. Quite an interesting band, but it's hardcore punk. It's not really my speed, sorry. I'm just not interested in that type of music. The Sugar Ray, had to get that. Fly Me to the Moon compilation on Restoration Hardware. So Restoration Hardware, of course, is a store. This is a compilation that they put out, and it's really good background music. It says kickback, ultimate cocktail, but honestly, it's you have friends over for a game night, or you're watching a game or something. This is really good background music, no doubt. I have this already, but I cannot find the jewel case, so I got this one solely for the jewel case, but the CD in it is in perfect condition. The Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits compilation, I just got this on record, so I'm totally stoked to have this on CD so I can do A/B testing. Cowboy Troy, not a real big fan. I had heard of Cowboy Troy, so I wanted to listen to it. And of course I could have just looked it up on YouTube or a lossless stream, but I didn't do that. I just went ahead and bought it. So a lot of these sales are just no time to look stuff up. So I just go ahead and buy stuff. Snow Patrol. This is another case where I was missing the jewel case. This one is really cool. I'm not even going to like really botch the name on this one, but you can look at the name if you're interested in them. It's more like, I don't know what you would call it. It's just vocals and harmony. It's really, really, really good. Bad Company. I do not have this one. Bob Seger, the best of greatest hits. And I think, no, this is a 1 CD, I think. Yeah, this is a 1 CD. I thought maybe it was a 2 CD. Robinella, this one's folk music. I picked it up again, one of those, hey, let's just give it a try. Could have done the YouTube again and saved myself the agony of having to donate something or sell it, you know, whatever the case might be. I guess it's not really agony, right? Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson teaming up together. This one is an old CD, super, super old. I have, like, it says 1982 on it, but 1982 is when they first were pressing CDs, so I don't think that this is actually 1982, but I can't find another date on it that indicates otherwise. So if that is the case, this is a really, really early pressing, and it looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look that great. It's not in great shape, but it's Merle Haggard, man. Come on now. Willie Nelson, best of. This is the volume 1. I'm gonna have to go find the other volumes. The Pixies is one of my favorite bands, but this is Death to the Pixies. All I saw was Pixies when I picked it up, and I'm like, that's a new one. I haven't seen that cover before. It's because it's not the Pixies. It was horrible. It was another one of them that I'm going to sell. If you like them, awesome. I didn't. Sugar Hill, this is a top hits of, and it's like the Rapper's Delight. Like, it's all the good ones, like Girls, The Eighth Wonder, Awesome Sauceness, Traffic, best of. I'm not a Traffic fan, so I don't really have many of their albums, but having a best of around is pretty sweet. I like that idea. John Cougar, bought that one to sell. Jackass, oh my God, man, I have Jackass 2 soundtrack, but I do not have Jackass 1. Here's one. Perfect, adding that one right into the collection there. December by Wynton Marsalis, have this one on record. I'm glad to have it on CD as well. Chilean music, this is really cool. If you like native music, pretty good stuff. And then Green Day, again, missing the jewel case, and here's another one. The Who, I was missing the jewel case, so I bought them just for that, although the CDs are in excellent condition. I'm just gonna fly through these real quick. This is the Moody Blues, the compilation of all of their best ofs, and this is a really, really good record. I already have a copy of it, so this one's going to eBay. Rock and Roll Fever and Rock and Roll Fever on K-Tel. I bought these to try them out. If they're in good condition and they're good pressings, then, that's kind of a comical thing to say with K-Tel. This stuff was almost just crap. You almost throw it away. But it's towards the end of the era there. You can see it's got a UPC on it, right? So it's probably, let's see here, 1982. So right there at the cusp of when CDs started to come in. So not holding out too much hope for these, but we'll see. Croak, is this Croc? Croak? Anyway, see this all the time. I pick them up. They sell. Lighthouse Live. Again, this is a seller. The Allman Brothers, a seller. This one is sealed in the package. Man, I was like stoked to see this. Anything sealed in the package, this older, without a UPC on it, and is a compilation. These sell really well. Usually I have to promote them on eBay, but they do sell. I'll probably get 30 bucks out of that. Pretty good for $1. Found this one, Awesome Sauceness. I didn't even know it existed. I'm gonna keep it, it's mine, love it. Wynton Marsalis, love that guy. Elvis, this is a rare find. These, I do not, like this is, I used to be able to find stuff like Studio 54 and Elvis all the time, and like I might see these like once or twice a year, and the reason this one's rare is because it's sealed. Used to find sealed Elvises from the 70s all the time. When he passed on, everybody went out and bought a bunch of his records and never opened them up. It was really easy to find sealed ones, but it's getting really tough now. Studio 54, This one is very popular, very easy to sell. So is that Elvis. Here's another K-Tel compilation, high energy, Elisa Bridges. This one is sealed. Again, it won't bring too much, but I bought it to sell. Jim, yeah, that guy. Bought it for the cover because it looked cool. Peter, Paul, and Mary, this one sells really easily. The Marriage of Figaro. This one was in the box sets, and it was the only box set that was actually worth much, but picked it up anyways because I think I'm going to keep it. But if not, I'm going to sell it, and you know that's money for more records. Yes. And then got this 100 years of Kansas awesomeness going on here. I found one of these about every couple of months. They sell really well. I get like 10, 15 bucks out of it. More if it's in really, really super good condition. That's all I got this time around. That this is like night and day different than like 2 or 3 years ago, where every time I went out, I would find just, you know, hundreds of records and CDs to sell. This time I found like a handful to sell, a handful to keep. That's it. Let me know what your experience is as far as finding these things at like garage sales and thrift stores and community sales like your libraries. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Hope you liked it. Give it a like. Please subscribe. Have a good day.